you guys? It's Meri.
And
Everybody has to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, y'all. Today we are going to be talking about
becoming sister wives.
Yes, you all.
And I am on the family chapter,
yeah.
and I'm still reading Mary's part. I have not finished it. When I finish it, we'll talk about it more over the weekend. But something actually caught my eye. And I was really interested to see what Mary had to say about the family, especially in light of the children, the older children that have come out
Yeah.
to say that she abused them physically.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to really see what she was talking about. So Mary talks about, she says that in the beginning, she said Janelle worked full time, Christine worked part time.
Yeah.
And she was at home with the children. She says she did not like the children speaking back to their moms or being disobedient to their moms. And when she saw that, she said that it really got her Irish up.
I don't even know what the hell that means.
Yeah, I did not know what that meant. So for any of you who has heard the say, because okay, I'm African, right? So even I don't say it gets my African up.
Or my African going.
Yeah, I've never heard that, like a term like that, like use it in that context.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, those of you who have an Irish background, what does that mean when she says it really gets her Irish up? I mean, obviously maybe she gets annoyed, but what does that mean? And why did she say it gets her Irish up?
I just hope the whole physical abuse thing was not over some damn furniture.
Yeah, because she talked about she wanted the kids to play nice with each other, to respect each other's toys, their private space, and the furniture.
Yeah.
And then she says, my sister wives may think I'm too strict. And we already know that Christine has said she had a devastating argument with Meri.
Right.
About the way that Meri was like punishing her children, disciplining her children,
right?
Which she felt like Meri was taking out her personal frustration, probably from Cody, out on the kids,
right?
And she thought she went too far.
Yeah.
So when Meri talks about my sister wives may think I'm too strict, I don't think it's just they think you're too strict. They think you're unfair and you're going too far.
Yeah.
So she says that my sister wives may think I'm too strict, but my furniture has outlived theirs.
Okay, so
so I was just like, I hope it's not about this furniture. Now she talks about Cody was telling her, hey, you need to relax because the kids, they are not comfortable in your space. They feel like this is a museum when they come here.
Yeah.
And she's like, but then he saw that my furniture was outliving my sister wives' furniture.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want kids running around her house like wild animals, which was like a weird thing to say about children. But children are going to run around.
Like wild animals. Like 99%
but
of the time.
It's not like wild animals. I mean, they're human beings. They are going to run around because they're filled with energy.
Yeah. And
that's why they're running around. And through the years, I've had so many children. And I have been a babysitter for so many kids.
Oh.
And I've also had a lot of kids in my house because I have children.
Yeah.
And they will run around, and it's not a problem for me. Now, I have only met one child who actually will stand on the table and stand on your sofa, to the back of your sofa. I only met one child like that. But when I went to visit their home, he also did that at their home. And the parents never corrected him.
Okay.
So, but that's what I'm saying. That's how rare it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm around kids a lot. It's like in my life, I've been around children a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know about children jumping on like tables, sofas, and I don't see that. Like I said, all this time I've had hundreds of kids in my life. It's only one child that did that, right?
Right.
So I'm just wondering to myself, like, I think probably, and she talks about this furniture several times. I really hope, Meri, for your sake, that this was not about some furniture.
Yeah.
That these kids are traumatized that you were physically abusing them for some furniture.
Yeah.
Because that's an inanimate object
Yeah.
that you can replace.
Absolutely.
You can't replace the safety of a child.
Yeah.
You know, you can't replace what you've done, you know? So I really hope, I'm not finished the chapter, but I was like, okay, let me bring this out here and see what's going on,
Yeah.
you know? But, yeah, that's it so far.
Yeah.
You
I just
know,
think it will be very odd if that's why she was doing that. Because my
Yeah.
thing is, I just think from what in the chapter, to me, it just sounds like she was emotionally unstable.
or maybe trying to make an excuse,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, it really just sounds like somebody who had a lot going on and was very unhinged. Like, she just did not seem like really relaxed. Like, for me, when
And she doesn't seem remorseful.
yeah.
So far, it's not sounding like remorseful. It's like, obviously, they wrote this book
Yeah.
after the fact,
Right.
and it's almost as if she is trying to make an excuse, like try to give some excuse as to why maybe she was strict.
Yeah.
You know, she even talks about, oh, there was a time when Christine was watching Mariah, and which was fine with her, but she thinks that Christine went too far about the disciplining of Mariah, and that's how she felt.
Yeah.
She was like, I just feel as though she's like trying to make some excuse already.
Yeah.
So, you know, but,
Yeah.
you know,
I
we
mean,
will talk about it more after I finish reading the chapter.
yeah, for
But
sure.
so far, she's not sounding remorseful. And then, you know, even if the children talk back to their mom, right? Okay, or she says they're disobedient to their mom.
Yeah.
Like, let their mom correct them. But I
Yeah.
remember that time. Remember when they had gone somewhere? I think one of the children, I don't know if it was Garrison or something, they had
Yeah.
gone into a fight with, I think maybe Dayton. One of Robin's daughters, I do believe.
Right.
And she was really like angry
Yeah.
about that. And I noticed that Janelle and Christine sat back. And
Right.
it wasn't even Mary's child that she was yelling at.
I mean, but I think that really comes from somebody who has a lot going on and they're not a calm person. I realize
Yeah.
when when I don't do my daily
Yeah.
meditations and I don't do my prayers,
Yeah.
I'm more annoyed and like
Yeah.
angry over
Yeah.
the smallest things. Like
Yeah.
it could just be Zen like running on my table where my paintings are, and I'm like, oh my God, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
But when I've prayed and I've meditated, I just get her and I just put her down.
Eyeball.
So to me, it seems as if she had a lot going on, and she really had no outlet to try to work on her anger issues or
So
whatever.
she took it out on the kids.
Yeah, because my thing is, you having children, you are in a polygamous family with multiple
Well,
kids.
she had the one child.
You have one child, but I mean, you're a mother to multiple.
Yeah.
I think it's odd that you are so angry over kids running around, which is something that they do consistently.
Yeah.
Like even
And she
now,
calls
I've had
them wild animals, which is odd.
It's
an
also
odd
very
way to
odd.
call. It's a weird thing to call a child
there's something
wild,
nuts
a
right up
wild animal.
there. Yeah.
Like it's almost a way of like dehumanizing them.
Yeah,
Like
as to
this-
that's why you abuse them, because they're not.
They're like wild animals. They weren't even acting like a human being.
That's so true.
You know what
That's
I'm
what it
saying?
sounds like
they
to
were
me.
they were wild. They were out there.
Yeah.
I needed to rein them in, kind of
As
thing.
if like you are, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
she just
so-
seems mentally unhinged. That's what it sounds to me.
It
Wild
just, to
animals.
me, it
I'm
just-
upset over kids. Something that they do on a daily basis.
Kids run around.
That's what you're experiencing
Kids
every
are
single
very,
day.
very, I mean, my
Like-
goodness, like kids run all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, and as parents, we kind of want them to run all over the place because when they get home, they're tired. They go to sleep. You know,
It's just like
they're
Zen
full of
running
energy.
around. Like Zen will run around. She'll climb on the net on our windows, and then she'll sit at the very top.
Yeah.
It's annoying as hell to mom because she's like, oh my god, our windows are having holes, which they already
nets.
have some holes.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, our windows, they have bars on them,
Yeah.
for protection or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's kind of hard for people to actually go and change the net. So they've been on
Oh,
this house
yeah.
for a
Gotcha.
while, like
Yeah.
10 plus years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So same thing with wear and tear. But that's something that Zen does all the time.
Our cat.
Yes, our baby girl
kitten.
Zen.
Yeah.
So it's just something that you kind of get used to. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like you have to be used to the kids running around. Like, why are you getting upset every single time? So it's like your Irish is up, whatever the hell that meant, every
I
single
hope it's
day,
not some
several times
awful
a day.
thing when she says her Irish is up.
Because the way that
I
Dean
mean,
was
and
talking about the
is it
abuse.
a term that mothers that you will like? Okay,
It's very
what
odd,
I
but
want
Meri
to
is
know
also
from
very
those
odd.
who are Irish, I want to know in the context that she uses it. Is it odd for her to use it in that context?
Yeah,
You know, like just let us know. Let us know.
yeah,
And did you think that was weird also for her to say that?
yeah.
You know.
That was a bit strange.
Yeah, and then the whole wild animal stuff. It was kind of like, well, I don't want them running around like wild animals.
It's almost like she kind of detached herself from the kids
yeah,
emotionally and
it's
mentally.
like trying
As
to
if-
dehumanize them
Yeah.
into these wild animals. Because a wild animal, I guess, is worse than just an animal.
Because my I
Right.
doubt that she was doing that to her own child.
Well, she did make a point that Mariah, after a certain time, Mariah didn't need discipline like that because she was very organized and all that stuff by the time she was 16. So it's kind of
How
like,
convenient.
so your child was fine, but these are the wild animal kids.
Or the ones that you could
Um,
not have. Because I do believe that those kids represented to her all the
Do
children
you-
that she will never be able to have.
Do you think
That's what I
that?
think.
Do you think that could have been a frustration there too?
I'm sure every time she looked at these kids, she's seeing these are kids that were created by my
By the sister
husband
wives,
with
yeah.
another woman.
Yeah.
And then it also represents the fact that my uterus is not able to create more kids.
Yeah, and
So I
then
feel like
the other
that's a hurting thing for her. So that's why she lashed out on the kids.
And then also
particularly the
she
older
might
ones.
be thinking too, these women are having so many kids that they cannot even control. The children are like wild animals. So stop having these wild animal children. Have less kids so that you can discipline them properly.
Yeah.
So I don't have to or something.
Because I doubt
yeah.
you were calling Mariah a wild animal. I
No, it
seriously doubt
doesn't.
it.
No. Mm-mm.
So-
No, that was she was talking about the other kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So I don't know. It just seems very odd to me. I feel like
I can't wait to finish reading it to see.
I know. I can't wait to talk about
I mean,
it.
I'm also a little like apprehensive because I'm like, Mary,
this is the
it's
first
not sounding
page.
right to me. What you're saying,
and it seems
and
like
I
she's
hope-
making excuses for her behavior.
So far, it sounds like that. So I am, and
I wonder
it
if
reminded
Peyton has
me.
a Patreon, because I'm sure he talks quite a bit if he has a Patreon.
No,
Y'all
yeah,
let
I
us
don't-
know if Peyton has a Patreon, because
Yeah.
I will subscribe to that so quick.
Yeah, and it reminded me of when Madison made the comment that you will not get a chance to rewrite this history. She was kind of saying like, you don't get to tell this story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just, I'm watching Meri with a corner eye.
Yes, so.
So, but you guys get on it. That's the call to prayer. So we have to go.
Yes, y'all. But it is
So let us
Meri.
know. And Amma.
We want you guys to like,
Share
subscribe,
and comment
down below.
Bye.
Bye.